So, Doug, I suppose first off, just happy to get through. What did you assess the performance overall?
Yeah, it was another great hit out. I mean, we played 5 days ago against Richmond and then into an Intra Club after that, so it was a little bit of a different build-up for us. But yeah, I think the boys approached it really well. We got 30-minute periods in and probably our longest hit out that we've had for the summer. So yeah, nice to get through that one. Pretty well unscathed, I think, as well. So and some good performances from our young fellas, which was nice.
First half looked like best 22 versus sort of a bit of the rest of the guys and some waffle guys.
Yep.
But there's still some spots up for grabs, obviously, ahead of round one. What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, on paper it looked like that. If you looked at the scoreboard at quarter time, it didn't reflect that at all. So yeah, that's really promising for us at this time of year. And I think what we've had this year, as opposed to last few seasons, has been a healthy list. So yeah, great competition for spots at the moment. Our waffle boys are also gelling in really nicely too. So there's some great performances from those blokes as well, which is nice.
At times there was a lot of bash and crash. Other times it looked like guys were pulling out of the contest. What was the instruction?
Oh, the instruction was to go, full bore at this one. We don't get many, dress rehearsals anymore, so you got to really take this Intra Club as a hit out for us. And like I said, it was our longest one, so you take a full length game and you really got to have a crack. We spoke about that yesterday, but there's also that element of looking after each other. At the end of the day, we're all teammates, and part of staying healthy is looking after your mate. So it's I think there was some good hits and bash and crash, and there was plenty on the line out there too. The boys get a bit heated with each other, but I think that's what the competition does for us, and the competition for spots, and means a lot to the boys. So I think it was probably went pretty well, perfect for us.
Can we ask about Bo Allen? Just ultra impressive pre-season, sort of playing that half-back role at the moment, probably playing the midfield eventually. What have you made of him, and do you feel like he's ready for an early season debut?
Yeah, he hasn't put a foot wrong, Bo. Haven't sort of worked with him a lot. I've been up in the midfield while he's been down back, but all the boys say that he fits in really nicely, and I think when a bloke just comes in and fits in, and it's not like he's the first year or new to the game, that's a really big compliment. So he's fitting in beautifully with those boys. He's a great size, really quick, and he's a good user. So really promising signs for Bo.
You just mentioned then obviously you're playing up in the midfield a bit more. Is that where you see yourself playing a lot more this season, or is Elliot Yeo's early season injury, pre-season injury sort of forced that change at the moment?
No, it's where I started in the pre-season whilst Yowie was out there still. So yeah, something that we looked to do at the start of the pre-season, and we've stuck through with it. So that's where I'll start the early parts of the season at the moment. So I'm really enjoying it through the midfield too. We've gone to a bit of a different look. There's a role in there that really suits me. So at the moment, that's working quite well.
We've seen Harley's obviously been really modified this pre-season, but the fend-off was getting a fair workout today. Yep. What did you think of his 3 quarters?
He was good. We just try to let him play footy and do what he does, and we saw the fend-off come out. I went up to Ryan, who he got pretty nicely, and we've all been there with Harley, so there's no embarrassment around it, but good that Harley's back there just doing his thing and throwing a fend. I tried one on Locke Rawlinson and he mowed me down, so it's contagious, but some of us can do it, some can't.
We saw Elijah Hewitt in the blue team. There's obviously high hopes that he'll have a good run at it this season. What do you make of his game today?
Huey. I mean, he deserves to be in that side at the start too. The yellow team that we were in, but that's just with the competition at the moment and a healthy list. That's what happens, and we've all been there whilst we were young, promising pre-seasons, and you end up maybe a little bit of a hit to the ego, but Elijah handled it really well, and I think I went to sleep last night knowing I was playing on him a little bit, and it took me a while to get to sleep because he's such an aggressive player, attacks the footy really hard and gets forward of the ball, and he's a pretty scary proposition when he's up and going. So I wouldn't read into it too much, but for Elijah, he's had a great pre-season. We're looking forward to playing with him.
What have you made of Andrew's game plan, and how has it changed for you specifically in the way you play footy?
Oh, I've loved it. It's just learning something new's been great, and obviously it's a pretty fast, dynamic. It's not pretty, but I think we've adapted quite well to it, and I probably took a while to adapt to it, and just some of the old habits come into your game as we're going through the pre-season. But I think we're starting to see the product of what it is, and I think we're all finding our own little groove in that game plan as well. So last week, I think the second period we saw it on show, and then definitely at times today. I think the second period again, probably we sort of really brought it out. So having a lot of fun playing it, that's for sure.
With that helter-skelter sort of game style though, where it's tapping on and moving quickly, you open yourself up for errors, and that is it, as a captain of this side, are you having to tell the boys like it's okay to make that mistake because it's part of the learning experience to play this new brand of footy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've sort of, I mean, to change habits, you've probably got to go hard one way or the other, and I think we've done that really well. And then you find the balance in games as you start to play some opposition. So I think that's what we found last week against Richmond. Probably didn't look exactly like what we were going after. Found it in the second. At times today, I think the Blues started really well today. And we couldn't hold up under their defence and their blitz mentality through us. So, yeah, but both sides are showing really great glimpses of it. But mistakes are going to happen. That's AFL footy. The best teams, they make more mistakes than any. It's just their defence behind it and how they mop up and keep moving forward. So, yeah, we're just playing that sort of style and see how well we can do it.
Just on the forward line structure, it looks like you've got Alan Waterman and Archer Reid in there as well. What have you made of Reid? And there was a good rundown tackle he did to Mark Lade as well.
Yeah, we've got really high hopes for Archer internally. We think he's a great player. He's a great man, great teammate. Yeah, we can see the potential. So it's great to see him get some reward today, and he does those hard things for us. He's one of our better runners for a big bloke. Yeah, so I really don't know what's going on up in the forward line, to be honest. I steer clear of that well and truly, but there's some real competition up there. I know that for sure. I'm struggling to pick my side there, but it's great, and Arch, if he can fit in, that'll be beautiful.
The small forwards as well. Tyler Brockman's probably put his hand up really strongly in the last few weeks. His fitness is really good, but goals as well. And Liam Ryan, Noah Long looks fit again. There's some real options up there for that sort of coming style forward, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. And that's probably what I was just alluding to. Like that's really strong up there at the moment, and all got different strengths, which is really interesting too. So great for Brocky. Yeah, played some really good games the last two that we've had. Longy's back from his knee, and we all remember what he can do. Just a really smart footballer, and doesn't make too many mistakes. So yeah, there's a bit going on up there, which is good for us. And then even Tyrell up on the wing at the moment is showing some really, really good signs. So it's a great spot for us to be in.
Final one from me. How excited is the squad to get down to Bunbury for a look at Hands Oval, because it's your new home away from home?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, it's great. I think what we got in Gather Round last year out at Mount Barker was just a really good feeling. It's nice to get back to those ovals and see the community out there, and obviously we've got a massive following down in Bunbury. So yeah, we're excited. I was there 10 years ago for a community camp, so it's taken me that long to get back there. But yeah, looking forward to getting down to the community and having a run around in front of the Bunbury fans.